Today, the sun is out, the sky is blue. It seems like the perfect day to review a brand new smart home product. So here at my front door, I am using two different smart products. One is I have the smart video doorbell, and two is I have a smart lock. Now I know many of you have mentioned that you can't put a video doorbell on your door or outside your door because you're renting, or maybe there's just not placement for it. You may also not even have wires to support one. Well, thanks to today's sponsor, Anchor, there is a brand new product that is able to combine both of these into one. This is the Eufy Security Video Smart Lock with remote unlocking and 2K viewing. Today we're going to set it up and show you everything it can do. I misspoke there, I meant to say overview. Now this product is going to be on Kickstarter, so you can check out the link in the description below, and it's currently in beta, so I'm going to show off all the features the best I can. You can see right here on the device, we have our smart lock. So this will attach to the door, but you have your PIN code and keypad there. At the top, you have your fingerprint sensor. And then here you have the camera and you have your doorbell right there on the front. This also comes with a chime. Some other key features is this does have 2K support. It is able to see who comes and goes, easily install and deter thieves. Like I said, it is integrated with a video doorbell. You will receive less false alarms because of the radar sensor for improved accuracy. This works in extreme temperatures. So right here, it's pretty cold out here, but it is IP65 weatherproof. And then it does have the fingerprint sensor that will unlock within 0.3 seconds. And then here you can unlock it from anywhere with Wi-Fi from your phone or your smart assistants with Amazon Alexa or Google Assistant. And then here it protects privacy with local storage. Securely store your data in your home without a monthly subscription fee. In the box, we have the smart lock exterior assembly, the interior assembly, the 10,000 milliamp hour battery, the chime, keys, screws, the strike plate, and the deadbolt. And after removing our existing deadbolt, we're ready to get started. Before I get this installed, I'm going to download the Eufy Security app. I've already created my account. Now this is available on Android as well as iOS devices. Now before we add the video smart lock, I'm going to go through the process of adding the chime, which is also the Wi-Fi bridge. Now this bridge chime does have a micro SD card slot, and this is used to store the video footage from the video smart lock. After syncing the chime and connecting it to Wi-Fi, I did a speed test and everything looks great. Next, I'm going to add the video smart lock, and then I'm going to connect this with the chime, and then it's going to walk me through the installation process. Now the video smart lock can support a variety range of deadbolt doors with different dimensions. Now the deadbolt hole or crossbore can be 38 millimeters to 1 1/8 inch, or 54 millimeters or 2 1/8 inch. And then the back set can be 60 millimeters or 2 3/8 inch, or 70 millimeters and 2 3/4 inch. And then the deadbolt hole can be round or oblong shape. To put that simply, this will work on a lot of different doors. So here with the deadbolt, you can easily adjust the back set by rotating it 180 degrees. Now let's go ahead and attach it. Next, we're going to install the strike plate. For extra security, you could add this more durable anchor system as well. Next, we're going to prepare the exterior assembly. If you do have 2 1/8 or 54 millimeter, use the provided spacer. So that's this thing right here. If you have a 1 1/2 inch or 38 millimeter crossbore, remove the spacer. Now we're going to install the exterior assembly. We just need to place the cables beneath the deadbolt. And then here, make sure the little line is going up and place it through the deadbolt. Now we're going to install the mounting plate, which can be found on the back of the interior assembly. Next, we feed the cables through and we screw in with the 2 provided screws. Now it does come with a screw that you can attach this to the door, but I'm going to skip that. Now we're going to remove the battery cover and we're going to plug in the cables onto these circuits here. Next, we're going to install the rechargeable battery. It does have USB-C to recharge it right there. Snaps in, and then we can finish the setup in the app. Next, we're going to press the sync button until it beeps. Now we're going to use the camera on the lock to scan the QR code.
Connecting to the Wi-Fi network.
It has now been added successfully. So this is going to be the front door. Please close the door, lock it, and then it will calibrate the lock. So now we're going to calibrate. Now I'm going to set a PIN code. It needs to be between 4 and 8 digits. Looks like we can add the battery cover. Now we're going to register our fingerprint. It recommends thumb, index finger, or middle finger. Let's go ahead and do index finger. Now we do want to get a good registration, so make sure that your fingerprint is dry and it does not have damaged skin.
Start fingerprint setup.
All right, now it's ready to go. So when you hear the beep, take it off.
Fingerprint setup complete.
In the app, you can manage access and add up to 99 different users where you can add PIN codes and fingerprints for them. Now that we have the smart video lock installed, let's first start by talking about the different features you get with the smart lock. For the lock portion, we actually have 3 different ways in which we can unlock or lock the deadbolt. One is we have the fingerprint sensor at the top, so I simply press my fingerprint on there. It is now locked, so we cannot get in the door. I press it again, it will then unlock it, and I can get inside the door. Second is we have our touchpad here. So it's unlocked right now. If I want to lock it, there's a feature called one touch locking, where I simply hold down the back arrow here, and it will then lock it after holding it down for 1 second. Then to unlock it, I can type in my PIN code, push the check, and there it has unlocked. Now there's also a feature called Scramble that you can actually add a few digits before your code and then your code, so that if somebody was watching, they wouldn't be able to figure out your code. There is another feature called Wrong Try Protection, where if somebody tries a PIN code too many times and doesn't get it right, it will lock out the lock, so you need to use the key to manually unlock it, to reset it, or wait a specific period of time. Now the third way to unlock the deadbolt is right behind the doorbell here. You actually have a key that you can lock and unlock it. So here with our key, place it in. There it is locked. And then if we go the other way, now it is unlocked. So then when we're done, we can simply press that in. So that is how you can lock and unlock the deadbolt from outside the door. Now inside the door, you can simply turn the knob to lock and unlock the door. Now because this is tied to your home internet, you are able to lock and unlock it away from home using the app. Next we have auto lock. So this is actually one of my favorite features. So what this does is you can have auto lock on, where as soon as you shut the door, it would automatically lock after 1 second, or you could turn that up to 3 minutes, or you can actually have this set on a schedule. So every evening at 8 p.m., it automatically locks the door. And then if you leave the home, it would automatically lock. And then after 8 a.m., the kids are running in and out, and it's not going to automatically lock the door behind them. And I really love this feature. Next up, we have the doorbell. So when you walk up to the door, here you can see that the doorbell automatically illuminates, saying, "Hey, press me." And this also works great at night as well. So once you press, the chime then goes off inside, and you also receive a notification on your phone. You'll see the notification. We can long press on it and quickly see a quick picture of who is there. We can then tap, and it will take us right to that event as well. And then you'll know if you need to answer it or not. So here in the app, we have the chime. We can tap on here, and it says how much storage we have left. Now, when I did insert the micro SD card, it asked if I wanted to format it to be able to work with the chime here. So that is all working great. The chime also acts as an alarm. So here you can adjust the alarm volume as well as your alarm tone. So right here on our video smart lock, we have a few options. We can turn on snooze. So if your kid's having a nap, or you just are having an event, or you don't want the chime to go off every so often, you can adjust the snooze options there. Next, we have the indoor chime settings. So there's actually a few different ways in which you can use the indoor chime. So one is you can have the Eufy doorbell chime. We're actually using the home base as a chime right now. So if we tap on here, we can adjust the ringtone volume on the chime, and then here we have a bunch of different tone alerts that we can choose for the ringtone. And then next, you will be able to set this up with your Amazon Echo devices so that you can actually use them as a chime, which is really cool, so that it could be heard in any part of the home if somebody does come to the door. Let's talk about the video portion of the video doorbell. So if we want to view the live feed, we just simply tap on the play here. It will then open up the live feed and instantly show you what is happening on the other end there. We can see a car just drove by. Down here at the bottom, we have the options to record what we see. That will record video and audio. If we want to just take a snapshot of what we see, we can tap the little scissors there and we'll save that to the phone's storage. Now down at the bottom, we have the option here to connect to the video smart lock just by pressing the call button.
Oh, hi. I'm just wondering if Brett's here to play. I brought my latest Power Ranger toy.
Hey, sorry I can't come to the door right now. I'll be there in just a few minutes if you can wait.
Okay, I'll wait.
Or I have the option to send a quick response. Here we have the option to adjust the quick responses. So let's go ahead and add a quick response. Call this B right there. Hey, I'll be there in just a bit. So once you have set your response, you can then preview it. Hey, I'll be there in just a bit. And then we can select save and it will upload it for you to use. And then you will be able to add a few of these. And so there we have our tone that can be used. And so if somebody comes to the door, you can simply tap quick response and there you can use your quick response.
Believe it or not, Brett is not home. Please leave a message after the beep.
Here we can turn on and off the speaker so we can either listen in or mute what is happening on that end. Then we have the option to view all the different events that have happened. Here we have all these different motion notifications, so I can tap on there and I can watch and see what happened. We can also hear what happened as well. If I do want to download the event, I can tap download right there, or I can share it as well. So on this page, I have the option to go back and see history. Let's see, if we tap on the month, it will show you the little dots of where you have different events that you can look at. So here we had an event at the front door. So when the door is open, it will record inside your home a little bit. Now from the home page of the app, you can quickly go to the events right here in the middle, and then you can filter down by all events, just the video events, or different alerts like who locked and unlocked the door. And because this is a security app, here we do have an alarm built in. So we have the option to ring the alarm on the camera or on the home base chime. If we want to alert whoever's at the door that we're watching them and they need to get out of the way, we can do that now. So let's go ahead. And there it will sound the alarm for 30 seconds. And then you have the option to view the smart video lock in full screen like that. And then here at the bottom, we can sound the alarm. We can take a video, turn on and off, and we can speak through the camera right there. Here we have motion detection. So every time somebody comes to the door, it would send you a notification that looks like this so that you can then simply tap on it to learn more about that detection. You also have other options here where you can have a leaving detection. So it would be able to detect if somebody is leaving instead of coming so you don't get a false notification. And so you could turn those off if you don't want those, and you can have all motion. And then you can also adjust an activity zone. Right there, I have created one so that I then am only notified of what is happening in that area. Next, we have 3D motion detection. So this actually uses radar to be able to detect how far away an object is so that it can then notify you if it's in a certain distance. So you could have it set from 3 feet all the way up to 20 feet.
12 feet then. Bye.
Then you have sensitivity here. So if you want to make sure you're getting all notifications, you can set that up to high, or you could have it on low if you're having a lot of false notifications from a tree or something like that. Next, we have power management. So you're able to adjust how much battery is used and for what. So here, if you want optimal battery life, it would only use the doorbell and disable the motion detection and turn off the doorbell LED and other things. Then you have balanced surveillance, you have optimal surveillance, and customized recording. So you can customize exactly what you're going to be seeing there. So next we have streaming quality. So under here, you can adjust a lot of different options. So maybe you have a really bright porch. You can turn this on so that it actually makes the person's face a little brighter instead of just being so overblown in brightness. Next, you have the streaming quality. So what the quality is while you are looking at this on your device. Then you have a video encoding format. So you can either do high or low. And then here you have the choice to be able to choose if it's going to stream directly to the smartphone first, higher quality, or if it's going to prioritize going to a smart display first, like an Echo Show device. Next, we have recording quality. So this supports up to 2K resolution, which is 2560 by 1920. Or if you want to save some space, you can do full HD. That will also improve the latency for how quickly it pulls up on your phone. And then you also have a storage saver option. Someone arrives at your door and they walk up to the door. Next, you have audio settings. This allows you to turn on and off the recording from the device. Then you have the audio volume. So when you are talking through the video smart lock, this allows them to hear you much better. Then you have a ringtone volume. So that's the volume it will come through your device. And then here we have the lock sound. So if you have that on, it's going to beep once it has locked. So let's check out what this looks like at night. As mentioned before, when you walk up to the video smart lock, there it illuminates the doorbell. And then you can also see the night vision lights have been enabled as well. And then here, this is what it looks like without any help from the porch lights. And here's what it looks like when the porch lights are on. Both turn out pretty clear. And if you do need to type in your PIN code, the numbers do light up. Now you are able to share this device with family and friends, so they have the option to lock and unlock it. Here, when I select add, we have the choice to add an admin, so they have the full control of being able to add new guests, or you can simply add them as a guest, so they only have access when you want them to have access to the door lock. I'm always impressed with how quickly that is able to lock. So after spending some time with the Eufy Security Video Smart Lock, I'm really excited to see this 2-in-1 device come together. It's taken everything I love about the Smart Lock Touch and incorporated it with the video and the chime and everything else. Now, one of the biggest benefits of this 2-in-1 device is, first of all, that you don't have to buy 2 different devices, but that you also don't need to add anything to the outside of your home with new screws or anything. So if you live in an apartment or renting or something like that and you're not able to add a video doorbell, this is great because you're able to attach it to the door without adding any screws into the door, and you can take it off and it's like it was never there before. So I think that's a huge win with this device. Now, some of the other things I love is being able to have that super quick fingerprint scanner at the top. I love that the chime is right there and it glows pretty bright so that anybody that comes to the door would know that is where you want them to press the doorbell. And then I really like that the video camera has night vision. So I've actually tested out another type of device like this, but it just didn't work great because it didn't have those night vision lights on the video camera. And so with the addition of that here on the Smart Lock Touch, I think this is going to be a really awesome device. And just the other day I was out and about and I wanted to check to see if a package had come. Now you can't see the porch, but I could see a notification if they had come to the door, and I was able to just watch the live feed to see if anybody had come by, which is just so nice to have, and being able to lock and unlock it remotely is a huge benefit. So if you have any further questions about the Video Smart Lock, please let me know in the comments below. And if you would like to stay updated on the progress of the Video Smart Lock, you can check that out in the link in the description below. Now, I've actually tested out a few other Eufy security products before, so you can check out my playlist about those right there. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.